5 minutes.
We're ready.
Okay. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
All right. Let's
I couldn't tell the time.
let her
unless
roll.
I had to.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the organizational meeting of the Hyde Park Town Board. Today is Monday, January 6th, and please join me while we pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry. So may I have a motion to accept the minutes of December 16th and January 1st?
I make a motion?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so would anyone from the public like to comment on any of the, I don't know, what do we have, about 100 resolutions before
55 of
us?
them.
55.
55. Okay.
And while we're talking about resolutions, I'd like to make a motion to add Resolution 55 to the agenda.
Okay.
Second.
And that's authorizing the town of Hyde Park to appoint Christina Nochesi as full-time senior account clerk for the town of Hyde Park. So may I had a second?
Yep.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so I think where we are now then is to open the public hearing on the continued public hearing of amendments to the town code and to the town's comprehensive plan with regard to the creation of a town core zoning district. So may I have a motion to open the public
I
hearing?
make a motion?
I second that.
Continue.
All right.
It's already been
All right,
open, yeah, it's
leave it
been open for quite some time. So would anyone like to speak on this matter? So our plan is, Warren, you want to tell us?
Yes, I did get the documentation from our planner. I'm in the process of reviewing it. It looks okay. Assuming everything is fine, I'll get that onto the town board so you can post it on the website, just to
Okay.
make sure that everybody has the current version
Okay.
of the law and the changes to the supplementary provisions regarding design. And I do have the environmental assessment form and that we can do hopefully at the next meeting, and we'll be able to pass the law. So I'll have it on your desks in final form within the next few days.
Okay.
And then we can wrap it up hopefully at the next meeting.
Great, perfect. Okay, so then may I have a motion to continue the public hearing
I
to
make that motion?
I second that.
January 27th. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
So just before we get started on all the resolutions, I did just want to make note about these flowers that have been sent to the town, and I'll just read the note that came with it. So they were sent in memory of Paul Chenevert and in celebration of his great work and love for our town. Thank you to Paul for his dedicated service to Hyde Park. And they were sent by Bob and Judy Linville,
Oh, nice.
former town council
Very nice.
person. And so, yeah, I just did want to take a moment to recognize the passing of two fantastic volunteers, Paul Chenevert and Bill Volk, who we lost this December. So I thought that was really nice that in Paul's obituary, Dot encouraged people to send flowers to those that they cared about. So that was really nice for the Linvilles to offer that recognition. So, okay. All right, so you guys, Dave, you ready for
I'm ready. Okay.
resolution number 1?
Hang on. Resolution 16-1 of 2020. Resolution approving the 2020 schedule for the Town of Hyde Park Town Board meetings.
And a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-2 of 2020, resolution setting the holiday schedule for the year 2020 to be observed by Town of Hyde Park personnel not covered by the existing collective bargaining agreements of the Police Benevolent Association and the CSEA Town Hall Unit and Highway Unit agreements for the year 2020.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-3 of 2020, resolution establishing procedure for the town board meeting agendas for the year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-4 of 2020, resolution establishing the regular office hours for the Town of Hyde Park Town Hall offices to serve the public for the year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-5 of 2020, resolution authorizing town supervisor to sign Town of Hyde Park checks for 2020 using facsimile signature.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-6 of 2020, resolution authorizing attendance of the New York State Associations of Town Conference to be held February 16th, 2020 through February 19th, 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-7 of 2020, resolution designating the Poughkeepsie Journal as the official newspaper of the town of Hyde Park for the year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution, oh, wait, gotta get to it. You got it. Yeah. Resolution 16-8 of 2020, resolution authorizing town clerk to accept refuse collection fees and issue refuse collection licenses for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-9 of 2020, resolution authorizing Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve petty cash funds for 2020.
Second? Do I have a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-10 of 2020, resolution authorizing mileage reimbursement at the IRS rate for town officials and employees for the year 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Resolution 16-11 of 2020, resolution designating the town of Hyde Park depositories for the year 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-12 of 2020, resolution renewing the Town of Hyde Park investment policy for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-13 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute a contract for 2020 with Thomas M. Carey for consulting services for the town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 17-14 of 2020. Resolution authorizing the town comptroller and town supervisor to attend the New York State Government Finance Officers Association Annual Conference, April 1st, 2020 through April 3rd, 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-15 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park to adopt the 2020 fee schedule for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-16 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to execute animal control services and dog control housing agreements with the Dutchess County SPCA for 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-17 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to execute the agreement with Emergency One for the Employee Assistance Program and Random Drug and Alcohol Testing Program for the year 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-18 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to execute the 2020 amendment and extension agreement with the Dutchess County for the public transit dial-a-ride program for the town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-19 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town board of the town of Hyde Park to negotiate and execute a contract with Clark, Patterson, and Lee to serve as engineer to the town of Hyde Park for 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-20 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town clerk to issue mobile home, salvage yard, and used motor vehicle licenses for 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-21 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to execute an agreement with the fiscal advisor and marketing incorporated for physical advisory services for fiscal year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-22 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town board of the town of Hyde Park to reappoint Oric, Harrington, and Sutcliffe LLP as bond counsel for the town of Hyde Park for 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-23 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to designate and reappoint Kenneth Schneider as Deputy Supervisor for the Town of Hyde Park for 2020.
I'll abstain from that.
So do I have a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thanks, Ken.
Oh, thanks, guys. Resolution 16-24 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town board of the town of Hyde Park to reappoint Warren S. Raplansky, P.C., as attorney to the town of Hyde Park for the year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Nate. Resolution 16-25 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Thomas Strohan, Waxman, Pettigrew, and Malley, LLP, as Labor and Employment Counsel to the Town of Hyde Park for 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-26 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Kerry Yamashita as Special Prosecutor for the Town of Hyde Park for 2020.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-27 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town board of the town of Hyde Park to reappoint Rodenhausen, Kale, and Polidoro LLP as attorneys to the town of Hyde Park Planning Board and Zoning Board of Appeals for 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-28 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to designate and reappoint Michael Dupree as Chairman of the Town of Hyde Park Planning Board for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-29 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to designate and reappoint Herbert Sweet as Chairman of the Town of Hyde Park Zoning Board of Appeals for 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, Herb and Michael, for serving in that capacity.
Absolutely.
Right.
Resolution
Carry.
16-30 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to designate and reappoint Kerry DeGroot as Chairman of the Town of Hyde Park Conservation Advisory Council for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Carrie.
Resolution 16-31 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Shannon Butler as the Town of Hyde Park Historian for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you to Shannon.
Resolution 16-32 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint the Town of Hyde Park Town Clerk as collector of the licensing fee for Gaslin Petroleum, Inc. for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Donna.
Resolution 16-33 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint the Town of Hyde Park Town Clerk as dispenser of the bingo and games of chance licenses for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Donna, doing us a solid again.
Still going, Donna. Resolution 16-34 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint the Town of Hyde Park Town Clerk as Registrar of Vital Statistics and issuing agent for handicap parking permits for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-35 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to designate Kathleen Moss and Councilman David Ray as 2020 voting representatives to the Dutchess County MS4 Coordination Committee for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. I really
Thanks,
wanted
Tad.
that, so thanks, Dave, for doing it.
Well, and Tad, I'm going to hook up with that. Okay,
Oh,
this
is it
Wednesday?
This Wednesday?
With Millbrook? Okay.
Resolution 16-36 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to reappoint Paul Kacha as the Town of Hyde Park Games of Chance Inspector for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-37 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Lindsay Van Ostrin as the Town of Hyde Park Bingo Inspector for 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-38 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint the 2020 Town Board liaisons for the town and community.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
And resolution 16-39 of 2020, resolution designating emergency interim successor and the emergency management coordinator for the 2020 for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-40 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town supervisor to execute all documents necessary and proper with MVP Healthcare for the year 2020.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-41 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to readopt the Town of Hyde Park's compliance officers for anti-harassment in the workplace and workplace violence prevention.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-42 of 2020, resolution authorizing the town board of the town of Hyde Park to set the policy regarding overtime and compensatory time for the year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-43 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to renew the short-term disability insurance for the Town of Hyde Park with the Hartford Insurance Company for 2020.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-44 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Joshua Kemledge as a full-time police officer to the Town of Hyde Park Police Department.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Do a roll call on that?
Should we? Okay.
Councilman Ray?
Aye.
Councilman Marine?
Aye.
Councilman Schneider?
Aye.
Supervisor Rohr?
Aye.
Resolution 16-45 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to increase the hours of the Town of Hyde Park Recreation Director, Robert Pollard Jr., to 40 hours per week.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-46 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the selection of the professional firm of Aquarius Capital to perform the 2019 Government Accounting Standards Board evaluation for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-47 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park to set the elected official salaries for fiscal year 2020.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-48 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town Board of Hyde Park Town Board to establish salaries for union employees in accordance with the collective bargaining agreement for the year 2020.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-48 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to establish the 2020 salaries for the incumbents in the town's non-union positions.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-50 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to establish the 2020 incumbent part-time and seasonal staff wage rates for employees for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-51 of 2020, resolution awarding bids for the 2020 Town of Hyde Park Highway contractual services.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 16-52 of 2020, resolution awarding bids for the 2020 Town of Hyde Park Highway materials.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-53 of 2020, resolution authorizing Town of Hyde Park Town Board and Town of Hyde Park Highway Superintendent to execute the 2020 agreement for the expenditure of highway monies for general repairs.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 16-54 of 2020, a resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to permanently increase the hours of Town of Hyde Park groundskeeper/cleaner Richard Decker Jr. to 40 hours per week.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Just want to say what a great worker Rich is.
Yeah.
He is,
So
yep.
dedicated. Isn't he?
Yep.
And we're so glad that he actually wanted to work the extra 5 hours. He was very happy to.
Yeah,
does,
it
yeah.
does.
So now we're actually going to pay him for the extra 5. What a good guy.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Resolution 16-55 of 2020, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Christine Nochesi as a full-time senior account clerk for the Town of Hyde Park.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I think that was probably a record,
Too bad.
right?
That was good.
Seemed like other times it took us hours, right?
Why, since Highway Superintendent Howie Fisher's here, I just want to thank you, Howie, for doing the Christmas tree collection again. I know it's been a huge benefit and help to a lot of the residents, so thank you and your men for doing that again this
Yeah.
year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great, thank
Well,
you.
thank you very much.
Very
And-
appreciative.
Thanks for all you guys do. Appreciate it. And Tad, too.
Take these home with you.
Okay.
Don't do that.
So I guess that's a wrap. So may I have a motion to adjourn? Our next meeting will be the 23rd, is that right? Yes.
I make a motion.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye. That's a record.
Is this your?
What time is it?
Now, 7:21.
No, I don't know. Where did that?